What's going on, guys? This is Tower number 9 with another Star Wars Unlimited combo explainer here for you. And this is going to be both the easiest to do and also one of the scariest combos in the early game. And it is going to be the ISB Agent Tarkintown combo. So let's say that you're playing against, Leia Organa, Leia Red here, popular aggro deck right now, and she leads things off with the Battlefield Marine. 2 cost 3/3 in the ground arena, pretty scary. Um, so what are you going to do? Well, okay, let's say that's the opposing start. There is a combo that can answer it very strongly. The best deck to do that right now is Red Boba, and it is the ISB Agent Tarkintown combo. So what we're going to do here in response to this Battlefield Marine is we are going to play ISB Agent. So when played, you may reveal an event from your hand. If you do, deal 1 damage to a unit. So we are going to go ahead and reveal this open fire. Deal 1 damage to the Battlefield Marine. Usually at this point, the opponent is going to take the initiative. And then I can go ahead and activate Tarkintown right here on the first turn. Epic action, deal 3 damage to a damaged non-leader unit. So go ahead and use that, and that turn 1 unit is off the board. And with Boba Fett, when an enemy unit leaves play, you may exhaust this unit leader if you do ready a resource. So I'll go ahead and ready up that resource and then use it to play another card. So not only did I take out my opponent's turn 1 play, I also was able to use Boba's ability on that first turn, get an extra resource, and play another unit. Sometimes, if you're really living the dream, you can even play 3 1-cost units on the first turn. So if instead of this crafty smuggler, I had something like Greedo, I could play, TIE Fighter, ISB Agent, kill the opponent's unit with Tarkintown, get a resource back, play another 1-cost unit. I've had this happen to me in a tournament. It was not a pleasant experience. So the ISB Agent Tarkintown combo is, I think, one of the nastiest early things you can do in the game right now, and allows you to really start off with a very strong start compared to your opponent, almost regardless of what unit they play. So even like Han Solo playing the Falcon a turn only, it still dies the ISB Tarkintown combo, 1 damage from ISB Agent and 3 damage from Tarkintown. That's 4 damage, and that Falcon is off the board. Ezra Bridger on the first turn, also just off the board. Someone playing a regional governor, one of the other 1/4 units that are usually quite resilient, once again, just off the board. So it's a very strong combination and can defeat almost any early unit, which is really I think some people are not too happy about having that happen to them, quite frankly, but it is difficult to counter. And the there are a few things that can go against it. So first off, there is one normal unit in the game that does not die to the ISB Defender or to the ISB Tarkentown combo. It is actually the Crafty Smuggler. So the Crafty Smuggler is shielded. So if the opponent plays the Crafty Smuggler on the first turn, you play your ISB agent and reveal an event. All it does is knock the shield off. And then because Tarkentown requires a damaged non-leader unit, you cannot use Tarkentown to kill their unit. There is also, if someone is running the security complex blue base that can take an epic action to give a unit a shield, they can either shield their unit before you play ISB agent, which means ISB won't damage it, similar to what I just described with Crafty Smuggler, or there can be a situation where after you use ISB agent to damage them, then they put the shield on their unit, so Tarkentown will just remove the shield rather than picking up a kill. Um, Other than that, this combo is actually substantially weaker when going first. And the reason for that is if you're going first and the opponent hasn't played their unit yet, you can't actually use your ISB agent to damage their unit. So unless you have another 1 cost to play in order to kind of draw things out, the opponent can potentially dodge your combo just by not making the first move. So for example, let's say I don't have this TIE fighter, let's say this is like some 3 cost unit and this is the rest of my hand. If I'm going first in this game, I would like to do my ISB combo on turn 1, but because my opponent hasn't deployed their unit yet, I could either pass, which telegraphs what I'm potentially doing, and the opponent might just take the initiative, or if I want to play a unit just sort of to be safe, I could play the Crafty Smuggler, but then I won't have the resource for my ISB agent. So kind of an interesting situation there. Um, Rare instance where going second is actually clearly better in this game, um, or at least better in some ways. Not sure what the overall win rate would look like going first and second, but yeah. So That is the ISB Agent Tarkintown combo, probably the quickest of these things here because it is the easiest combo to do. It's of the ones that I've shown thus far, and honestly, one of the hardest ones to counter. Almost all early drops are immediately removed by this combination of abilities. So, that's one of the reasons that Tarkentown can be so good, and one of the premier reasons to be playing Red Boba right now. This combo really helps deal with aggro decks in the early game. Just setting them back by removing their first unit is great, especially if they were counting on doing something like a wing leader or a fleet lieutenant buff play on the next turn rather than deploying more or rather than playing out more units. So yeah, there you have it, guys. ISB Agent Tarkentown combo, one of the more basic but scarier early game combos you can do in the game of Star Wars Unlimited. If you guys have any other combos that you're interested in or want to see explained, feel free to let me know in the comments below. But I think that's gonna about do it for this. Until next time, guys, I will catch you all later. This is Tower number 9 signing off. See ya.